Okay. All right, we're gonna have some more confessional stories. We're getting back onto this wild roller coaster ride of a show with a talented teller who has always been someone who jumps headfirst into anything she does. From shifting off to basic training 10 days after enlisting in the Army, to signing up for a master's degree 12 days before school started off for her. And getting married 3 months after meeting the love of her life. So far, it's paid off for her. Let's hope her luck keeps holding out, at least through this next story performance. Let's root wildly to rewarm the stage for the mighty, courageous Maureen Elias. I know, I get so tripped up because I know how to say it. Let's keep it going, okay? For Maureen Elias.
Do you wish I was a little boy? Is that? I don't have a pink either, so. I don't know if you can tell, but with this pasty white skin and red hair, I don't do well in heat. So as a little girl, the thought of hell is terrifying, because I don't do hot well. I'm raised really religious, and so as a child, I learned like the worst thing that you can do is tell a lie. I'm too young to have sex. I'm not going to murder anyone, right? So don't you dare lie. And so I try this out, right? My brother and I are in my mom's brand new minivan. We're fighting and we break her cassette player. My mom comes out, who did this? My brother stays silent. It was me, Mom. Oh, I couldn't sit for a week, right? And I'd watch those PBS shows. I thought if you told the truth, they'd be like, I'm so proud of you for telling the truth. That's not how it works. When I wear my mom's prom queen tiara for Halloween to school, and my big sister takes it and it gets broken, my mom says, whose fault is it? Well, I'm the one who took the tiara to school, so it's my fault. Again, kind of hard to sit down for a while. This telling the truth thing isn't great. So then, things go, let's just say I get in trouble a lot, because I just don't lie. I realize that the punishment that I'm gonna get is way better than burning in hell. So I join basic training, and this lying is put to the test again. As I join, the recruiter is like, hey, you had this injury before you get in, there's a chance that if you talk about it, they're not gonna let you in the military, so just don't tell them about it, it's fine. But of course, I tell them about it, knowing that I might not get into the military and how much I want to be in the military. And I get in, woo, right, this is paying off, right? Then in basic training, one of the tricks you learn to sleep is you pretend you're making your bed and you tuck your fingers under the bed and you sleep on the floor, and I get caught. And the drill starts like, well, you were just making your bed, right? No, I was sleeping. All those push-ups, woo! Nice perky boobs, that's all I'm gonna say, right? Then I'm on active duty and I'm late to work. And that's a pretty big infraction in the military, and my sergeant says, oh, you just had a flat tire, right? No, sergeant, I overslept. And for a month, I have to show up for formation an hour early. Again, I get in trouble a lot, but I ain't no liar. So at this point, I'm 25 years old. I'm about 8 months pregnant, and after chasing down an armed suspect, which is a whole other fun story, I'm put on desk duty doing HR. Now, I was a counterintelligence agent. I was not trained in HR. And if you've seen Army paperwork, like, it's not easy. And I have this stupid corporal with an ego the size of China who won't teach me anything. So I'm frustrated. I have no idea what's going on. And add to that, there's this specialist. Now, this specialist couldn't keep his mouth shut. He started sharing secrets, right? So he's working HR too until he gets reclassed into a job because he's lost his clearance. He thinks we're equals. He actually thinks he's better than me because he's been there longer than me. Now, I'm only there because I'm knocked up. He's there because he knows secrets, right? And I need him out of this office. He's driving me crazy. He talks constantly. He talks down to me. He treats me like I'm less because I'm a woman. And I've had it with him, and I tell my commander, you need to find this paperwork. I gave it to you 2 months ago, and this is the only thing I need to get him out of my company. I can't stand it, sir. Now, I'm a specialist. This is a captain. Normally at this point, I'd be standing at parade rest and very loudly get corrected. But he understands that I have been hijacked by hormones and is patient with me. And I tell him, it's probably in that gosh darn pile of paperwork you have on your desk that's like this high, and you never look through it, and it's all your mail, and this is why my life is hell. Find that paperwork. And he says, all right, Specialist Elias, I'll look in the morning. Have a good night. Good night, sir. Now, I'm getting ready to have a baby, so every night I spend a few minutes cleaning out my desk. And I pull out a drawer, and I pull out this blue folder. Holy son of a biscuit. It's the paper I just yelled at my commander for. Now, I have choices here, right? And my whole life, all I have used is integrity. And sometimes it's paid off and sometimes it hasn't, but this had real consequences, right? I just yelled at the commander for something that I had. I was very, very wrong. They could demote me back down to private, which means I can afford the diapers that my baby's gonna eat. And I'm not going to be doing the cloth diaper thing, that's disgusting. So, this sneaky little idea comes into this purely innocent mind of mine, and I realize I have a key to my commander's office. Yeah. So I wait till everyone's out, and I slide through the first sergeant's office. I listen, I don't hear anything, and I slide the lock in the commander's office, and I slide in, and there's that stack of paperwork that I'm always yelling at him about. And I lift it up in the middle, and I slide that folder in, and I shut the door, and I leave my building. Now, I don't have a key to the building, I just have a key to the commander's office. And as that door shuts, I'm like, oh, this is permanent. I can't change my mind at this point. Crap. So I go home, and the drive home, I'm just eating myself alive. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I've just lied. I mean, I might as well start killing people and robbing banks, right? What kind of mom am I gonna be? So I get home, and I confess everything to my husband that I've done, and he says, that's brilliant! That's not the response I was expecting. So I lay in bed all night, just racked with guilt, my stomach in knots, and I start thinking about the fact, like, if my commander finds out what I've done, I'm going to get demoted, but not just that, they're probably going to put me in jail because at this point it's lying, right? And so my baby's going to be born, my husband's going to raise him, he's going to have his horrible sense of humor, and I'm going to start calling murdering people, and again, this is my baby. So then I'm like, okay, wait. My commander is late every morning, and I mean every morning. So I'll just go in early and take it back out of the pile and confess to everything. You won't even know, right? So I pop up, I get into work. He's already there! Shoot! Okay, so I sit down at my desk and I start unpacking my bag and putting my lunch in the fridge behind me. And then I sense a presence and I feel energy coming from it and not good energy. And I'm like, I'm going to jail. Blue folder slaps on my desk, slides toward me. I take a deep breath. Sir, not a word. I will get rid of that gal pal today. I don't hear another word about me from this. He makes a 180 and marches back to his office, and I'm like, okay, that was an order. I can't talk to him about it at this point, because that'd be a bit disobeying a direct command, right? And you would think, after so successfully getting away with my first lie, that I would become the consummate liar, especially being a counterintelligence agent, right? Perfect. Oh, no. I have gone the exact opposite direction. I am so honest, it is painful. It is very hard to be my friend. If you don't want to know what I honestly think about your outfit, your weight, your boyfriend, don't ask, because you can't handle the truth.